Hello, welcome to another Foundry tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to take a look at the role dialog box, and I'm going to discuss a little bit more about opposed testing. Let's take a look at the dialog box first. Let's go with Siegfried, and let's say he's doing a heal test. It will bring up the dialog box. I'm not going to do advantage now, just in a bit. But the modifier, obviously you can add modifier. Doesn't have to be a round number, you can also do 14 or whatever. Normally if you put in a regular number it will be a bonus, a plus, and you don't have to put a plus, but if you want a negative modifier you can put a minus in front of it. And if I roll, it will be 21, and his heal normally is 35, so I applied minus 14. And now let's start it again. Success level bonus will give a success on the success level. He rolled 3 successes plus 1 equals 4. Now what about this success bonus? What's that then? Well, let's see. He rolled 46 versus 35 minus 1, and it's still minus 1. That's logical because, let's see, make it a little bit easier. Very easy. Roll. Normally this is 7 successes, and now it's 8. Because the success level bonus is added always to every roll, regardless if it's a pass or fail, and the success bonus is only added on a pass, so only on a +0 or upwards you'll get an extra success, but if you fail or with a -0 you won't get a +1. So this will not make you pass if you failed, and this could make you pass even if you fail. Of course, this is very obvious. And what about this? It lets you alter the characteristics. Well, when would you want to do that? Well, for instance, Erg and Siegfried both want to have an argument about who this dog Brutus likes best. Erg says, well, he likes me best, and Siegfried says, well, he likes me best. And they decide to have a little test. But before they begin, Erg says, well, I want to use my knowledge about this dog to sort of intimidate Siegfried. And normally intimidate, if you look at Erg's tab, intimidate is linked to strength. But in this case he says, well, I'm using my knowledge about the dog, I have a history with it, so it would make more sense if I used my intelligence. Well, that's fine, says the GM. So he rolls, he changes the characteristic to intelligence, and he rolls, and he fails to intimidate Siegfried. So now we get to the opposed test. Let's clear this, because an opposed test is normally, let's say, they're both running, he rolls, and then Siegfried rolls, and the one with the best result, in this case the least worst result, is Siegfried, and he wins the opposed test. You can compare it manually, but you can also do it by using targeting. And in this case they want to call Brutus, and they decide that whoever the dog walks to first, that's the favorite, so they decide to use charm and all. What Erg does is targets Siegfried, and then roll charm animal. It says it's starting an opposed test, and then Siegfried can roll. He does not have to target Erg. He can, but it doesn't really matter because the test is already started. And he rolls charm animal. Oh, there we go. And you'll see it automatically calculated the result and Siegfried won against Erich by 4 success levels. So you can do any of the skills or even the main characteristic to do an opposed test, as long as you have targeted a token before you roll. It doesn't matter if it's a combat skill or a lore skill or any skill, you can do this with anything. Now let's say you forgot to target the token, or you roll a test and the GM decides, oh wait, this is an opposed test. So, or maybe in a situation it becomes clear that it is an opposed test. For instance, Erich decides before the dog can move towards Siegfried, because he won the test, Erich decides, you know what, I'm going to do a little dance and song, because I know Brutus likes that, and he always gets happy and comes to me. So I'm going to do this this dance song to call him over, and he's going to roll entertain. But as he does that, Siegfried says, well, wait, I'm going to do that too. So the GM decides, well, now it's again an opposed test. But Erich already rolled, so how are we going to do that? Well, very simple. We're just going to click this opposed test. Erich started an opposed test. And now Siegfried rolls his entertain and also clicks this opposed test. And we now see that it's changed to Siegfried 1. So even though he did a dance, still the dog goes to Siegfried, because maybe he does the dance even better. So it clearly is his dog. It's his dog, and that pisses off Erich. It pisses him off so much that he is going to equip his bow. He has arrows, and now we're going to get to the advantage, because in the roll dialog you see advantage, and you can edit here, but the best thing is let players edit it there. One advantage, because the GM decides he has an advantage because of surprising, or because he is sneaky, or just because of laws. He rolls the ball, and you see that it is automatically applied here, because he has one advantage. He has a +10 modifier on the test, and if we select the target and roll, you'll see he has a 10 bonus, because his skill is 29 and he rolled against a 39, so the advantage is automatically added to the roll. Normally when you shoot a bow, it starts an opposed test, and you can then either select it is unopposed by clicking this arrow. It will give you the result. But why does it do that? Well, because it might be point blank, and in that case it's very close. Siegfried can decide to dodge, and then it will resolve the point blank attack. But usually when you shoot someone, it is unopposed because you're further away, and he does not get to dodge. Let's see what happens. And you just click the arrow, and it will give you the results, and you can apply damage. Boom. Well, that's it about testing and opposed tests. I hope this helps, and let me know if you want to know something more. Next video will be about sounds, using sounds on the battle map and using sounds, ambient sounds, as a background. So until then, bye bye.